Welcome everyone, here we go, Married at First Sight UK Season 9, Episode 8, I believe. Now this is the first commitment ceremony where the couples come and sit before the panel of 3 dating experts and they decide whether they're going to stay or leave and take it from there. Now we've had some interesting news within the first few minutes of the episode, and that is Rochelle magically returning to Orson. Kind of sniggering about it while she's there, but saying she missed him and that she spoke to a few friends and she decided to come back. And yeah, you know, she's just been nervous and indecisive. And I am still not convinced.
How are you feeling like now?
I'm glad to see you. I had missed you. I can't deny it, like I do like you.
I've missed you so much, like so much.
I'm really sorry. I feel really, really bad.
Opening the door this morning and seeing Rochelle there, it just made me feel like, yes, she does care, and now I can't control my excitement.
Nevertheless, she's back, and he is obviously delighted. I am wondering whether Rochelle was thinking, look, it's a TV show, I'm going to look terrible if I don't go back, and my reputation on social media and in the general public, that small minutiae who actually watch this show, will be mud. So she came back. I mean, we'll see whether they last. But anyway, they get to the ceremony thing, and the first couple up, it's a spoiler by the way, so if you don't want to know, don't listen, is Christina and Kieran, and surprise, surprise, they choose to stick together.
I've chosen to stay.
Oh. Thank you.
That's okay.
And Kieran, what's your decision?
I've never met anyone as loud in the best way possible, as bright, as colourful, as funny, as outrageous. So, for that reason, Christina, you're amazing. And I wrote stay.
Oh, lovely.
And after them is Polly and Adam. And we will see what they decide.
And I shouldn't have to tell him to do something because he should want to do it. And he's not. You're not showing me anything that you like me at all, apart from just being a nice person.
So Polly and Adam just rumbles on, as we've seen before, with Adam saying some quite interesting stuff. One of which was, I know I'm perfect for someone. I want someone who's perfect for me. He does have an obsession, it seems, with perfection and finding a perfect person and just blah, blah, blah. I don't know where he gets that from.
I've always said, I'm not perfect, but I am perfect for someone. So I want someone who's perfect for me.
You have this incredible woman sitting next to you. Not only is she gorgeous, she connects with you, you have fun together, but you're sitting here and saying, I want perfection.
I don't look at her and think like she's not attractive or anything, like she's an attractive woman.
Yes.
It's just, there's that little bit of something missing.
My sense is, Adam, that you're holding back, for whatever reason. You're not allowing yourself to really open up and experience everything that you could be experiencing here with Polly.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
But miraculously, somehow, they both choose to stay. And I think in many ways Adam is kind of falling for Polly, but I think it's taking much longer than perhaps he thought it would. I think he was confusing lust and love earlier on. I think he wants someone who he can fall in lust with, and that's what he's really after. And then love can come second. But of course marriage doesn't work like that. However, I do feel that the experts are kind of almost cajoling him into this. There's an element of force where he keeps saying, well, I don't really fancy her. And they're saying, well, why not? I don't understand. It's like, well, even though I'm not a fan of Adam's, I have to say, you can't force someone to fancy someone. At the end of the day, we all have things we like the look of and some things we don't necessarily like the look of. Do you know what I mean? So you can't force someone to say, well, I will definitely find this person attractive. Even if I don't find them attractive, I'm going to find them attractive. So I find that a bit odd, but I respect the fact that Adam could have said, no, I've had enough, I'm walking away, and he chose to stay, so well done him.
Please, Polly first.
So it's still so early. There's still so much to work on. So I put stay for now.
Adam.
I do feel a little bit of pressure and I don't want to hurt. Attraction is not something I can force. But can't say a bad word about you, so I've decided to stay.
And what could be more life affirming than Sasha and Ross? I mean, those two are just great, aren't they? I mean, they chose to stay together, of course, but what a wonderful couple. They're so nice to each other. They're so pleasant. They're so kind. They're so respectful. I think, what a great couple. I am wondering in the back of my mind, is there going to be a hidden shock that maybe the next commitment ceremony they will actually not stay together? But I can't see that happening. I mean, they are really great.
Stay.
Continue to make each other feel safe, and this union will last forever.
Thank you.
All right,
Well done. Thank you so much. Good work.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Charlie and Eve are staying together. And you know what? That says quite a lot when you consider they probably had the most disastrous honeymoon out of all the couples. I think they were first in my book, with Orson and Rochelle coming second. So they're going to give it another go. I am not holding out much hope because I don't really think Eve will change that much. But nevertheless, they're staying together.
And we had a rocky start. But I do feel like we had a fresh start yesterday, and that's what it feels like. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm staying.
Then we have Nathan and Lacy. What a great couple they've turned out to be. I mean, he seems like a really sweet man. And he seems to be listening to what she's saying. And I do feel like Lacy's starting to care for him, as well as try to orchestrate him to being romantic towards her and that sort of thing. So I think these two are really good. I think, despite the naysaying on social media, I think Nathan's really emerging from this as a boy who's becoming a man. He's taking responsibility. He's listening. He's paying attention. He's trying his best to do what he is being told is right. And I think, all power to him. I think that's great.
I'd like to continue and see where it goes. So.
And Lacy, what's your decision?
Yeah, I'm really happy. You've done good. So I've chosen stay.
Then we had Orson and Rochelle. And once again, we have this issue with Rochelle clamming up, talking about how she doesn't trust him or anyone, and admitting that she doesn't really like the fact that it's all done in front of the cameras. What she seems to be admitting here is, I shouldn't have come on this TV reality show. Which is kind of like, it's a bit late now. I mean, surely you had loads of time to back out. And you could have backed out, but instead you've come this far. And now you're saying, I don't want all these cameras, I don't want all this stuff. I think, well, that's not really fair. But I guess if you want out, you want out. She probably won't want out, but we'll see in a few minutes.
Ordinarily, I'm at home, I'm sort of in my sort of peaceful, safe place, so I've stepped out of that, and it's definitely taken me a while to sort of process my thoughts, because there's a lot to sort of process. It's like,
Huge adjustment.
Yeah.
So in addition to learning about each other's pace, you're also learning about each other's space. Really important to bring this into the relationship, because I can hear, Rochelle, that you need that. You're very independent, but also you need to make sure that you're doing that in such a way that you're not making Orson feel rejected.
Yeah.
Rochelle, you don't necessarily trust immediately, right? Now, there's a famous quote, and that is, trust, but verify. I don't live by that. I live by verify, then trust.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're trying to do right here.
I have to say, having been through this process many, many times now, I know how hard it is. I've seen so many people struggle with this process. And I guess one of the really tough lessons that a lot of people learn is that you must let go of all control. And I wonder if that's something that's been tough for you, Rochelle.
It's one of these ones where it's so early on, and I've been single for so long, and also like just doing it all in the spotlight, you know? It's the cameras.
This is the point I want to grab for you.
Yeah.
Because this is the point that's not going to change. This relationship is not going to have a chance if you're not fully committed to the process.
Despite her reservations, Rochelle is choosing to stay in the process.
So, stay.
I don't hold out much hope for that one, to be honest, because they're going to return to this whole commitment thing later on down the line, and yeah, I'd be surprised. I think Rochelle is probably not going to want to stay, but purely my opinion for the time being. Now, then we move on to Casper and Emma, and this is not good. Casper is talking about how he doesn't find her attractive, and of course this big problem he has in that Emma reminds him of his sister. Emma gets very upset, and then Casper, he really does go off on one. And I don't think his problem's with Emma anymore. His problem is with the dating experts for this show, who he is now blaming for hooking him up with Emma, and him wanting to know, why on earth did you think this woman would be suitable for me? We are so different. So I think Casper's gone off into another world now, where he's deciding perhaps to blame the dating experts and even maybe Channel 4 for ruining his life. I think if you told me Casper was on antidepressants, I wouldn't be at all surprised. The man looks very miserable all the time. I don't actually think that a woman will make him happier. I think he needs to resolve those other issues first, and then, being resolved, meet a woman, and then I think he would actually be happy.
Casper said, well, I don't find you attractive because I don't find curvy girls attractive. Which was a bit of a shock for me, because I'm very confident, I'm hardly in an ogre, right? I'm like a normal girl, and I wear that. I'm never going to be skinny, never will be, love a wine, love a crisp. I woke up the next day, and I imagined my fucking friends hearing that, right? Putting so much into this process, I'm gonna cry, putting so much into this process for my husband to turn around to me and say that he's not finding me attractive because he doesn't find curvy girls attractive, and I said, have you found me sexy at all? I felt $1 million in my wedding dress, and he just said, well, no. So we had a conversation about it the next day, and I got a bit I got a bit fucking fierce the next day, because I was like, no, my friends wouldn't stand for that. And then Casper stormed off and moved out.
Casper, would you like to shed some light on what had happened there?
Emma told me that, I was her type on the wedding day, but I wasn't feeling it. I hadn't found her sexy. I had seen some of the mannerisms with my sister as well. I tried to do it in the nicest way possible. I failed at that.
So were you worried about Emma's feelings?
Yes.
But can you see how hurtful it might be to say to your partner that I'm not into curvy girls? Can you hear how that could land?
Yes, no, obviously, yeah. But if I lied, would that have been better? I don't understand how the process got me to Emma. We're so different on so many levels. I don't understand. And I don't get it. And it's really frustrating because this is my life you're fucking with it. Stay as well.
They certainly left the most dramatic to last in tonight's episode, with Holly and Alex sitting down in front of the experts. And, within a few seconds, Holly just saying, this is not the man I married, and noticing he's not wearing his wedding ring, he's already taken it off. And it's just very, very, fiery between them, and then obviously not happy, especially Alex.
That's not who I married.
sat here with no ring on right now, but wants to bounce about how good the wedding day was.
He asked me about how the wedding day was, so I'm gonna tell him how the wedding day was.
Where's your wedding ring?
I don't know. In my bag, I think.
Because you're disrespectful and you're very childish.
Okay, cool. That's more name calling.
Yes, because you are a child, Alex.
I'm not.
And I have got 2 children. I am not about to have 3.
Come on, listen.
Yeah, don't be smart with me either at this point because...
Don't even go there.
I'll go there.
Go on then, I'm here for it.
Because you know
Let's
why? Listen, what do you mean, let's go? This isn't a ready to rumble. This is the problem. You speak to me like I'm a boy in the street.
Now, I know it takes 2 to tango, right? So we have to say that they're both responsible for what's going on, and they both are not very good communicators, as the experts note. And they bring up quite a brilliant issue of saying, you can't just... You have to contribute to how you're going to meet in the middle and sort out your issues. But the weird thing is that every time they speak to Alex, he stares at them as if to say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any problems. I'm good. It's this woman. She's the problem. I'm perfect. But yeah, they decide in the end, Alex, he wants to leave. Holly says stay. So by the rules of the show, Alex has to stay in it for another week, and he says he'll give it a go. But there are moments when I look at Alex during this process, he looks so angry. Again, I just think about Holly and her safety in light of what we know about Alex now.
Okay, I'll just give you my decision. Leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I've known you for 10 days. I would never be putting up with this in a normal situation, so I'm not going to put with it now.
Holly.
We'll start off. I actually put stay. Well done, Holly. I said to stay because there was a reason I was matched with Alex, and I'm a mum. Listen, you never give up when you're a mum. You fight for whatever. So I wanted love. If I have to fight for it, then that's what I'm going to do.
I am hopeful that their relationship will not last. So therefore we know that they hopefully won't be together by the end of this series, because obviously we're concerned with everything that's come out about Alex. But you can see why stuff has come out about Alex when you watch the programme, because of the way he behaves. It's normal for a lot of men can be angry, men can have anger issues. I know it's not uncommon in men, but it's to do with controlling anger, isn't it? It's to do with getting rid of anger. It's to do with learning how to calm down and just push it away and just learn how to be calm, which is actually very difficult. But Alex is like one of those guys who is just an angry man and will stay an angry man. And I just don't fancy anyone's chances with him. Did you like tonight's episode? Was it exciting for you? It was pretty exciting. I quite enjoyed this. I thought it was I liked the analysis. I thought the experts were quite good. They came up with some good ideas. Maybe I'll listen to some of their advice and apply it into my marriage, even though, of course, as you know, it's perfect. I know, like Adam, I'm perfect, and, anyone I associate with is also perfect. I surround myself with perfection, guys. It's just the way I run my life. So I'll catch you tomorrow. No, is it tomorrow? No, there's no episode tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. Catch you next week on the Marriage at First Sight front, and we'll see what develops. It looks like it's going to get even more miserable. Isn't that great? Catch you later.